This opening part of the moon is a little stretched out thanks to this still being me playing for the first time in quite a while. I think maybe I wanted to see if the secret constellation had changed at all since I was right there. And then I wanted to figure out how to get those burst beam refills since I only had one in my inventory. But I genuinely can't figure out how you're supposed to get there. The range of that giant gravity beam is really large and it stops most attempts. I was prepared to spend a while trying to figure it out, but I can take a hint, Pid, let's get going. Aside from just about every single rocket now homing, I don't think much is different about the outside sections of the moon. Still, that's one hell of a change to make, things were already chaotic enough. No, don't turn around! You were so close! What are you doing? That went about as well as anyone expected, and I did so well in that first half of the screen too. Alright, let's get a move on. Oh, god damn it. Okay, maybe if I just like lure one over? No, nope. How many hours of gameplay has it been, and still one of the biggest challenges is a couple of chaser drones in a confined space. The whole thing with the lasers is a bit new, obviously, but the point still stands. Whatever it was. My real problem here is that the thought of cancelling the beam just doesn't get processed fast enough. Now, of the few things I did remember about the moon, the burst beam refill above this rock here is one of them. What I had apparently forgotten, however, is everything about those giant laser turrets, hence why this happened. And when I say everything, I really mean everything, including the fact that they stay on forever, so I just kinda sat here for a while waiting for it to turn off. Eventually I cottoned on, and still tried to jump it anyway. I distinctly remember being surprised that I could run under those turrets for some reason. I don't know why I expected to have to jump over both of them, that'd just be ridiculous. Well, this room got a whole lot more fun, didn't it? Now you need just the right amount of twitchiness in your thumbs. It didn't take too long for me to try using the boots like I do in normal mode, but I had this problem, and it still happens to me, where I use the wrong button to activate my secondary item and activate the primary one instead because I barely ever actually use the secondary item slot. This results in some pretty fun deaths here. Like that one. That's not even the funniest part of the death either, because after I die here just in front of the next checkpoint trigger and have to start back from the beginning of the screen again, classic. Unfortunately, that then made me think that I shouldn't use the boots and that the old strategy of launching myself across the level with the burst beam would be a better plan. And I guess it sort of was, just not the way I tried the first 6 or 7 times. And after finally actually standing on the exact point the game wants me to be on to change my respawn point, we can move on to this little number. Remember how I mentioned in normal mode that this gap is where I die from impatience? Mostly referring to this recording session. I really had to die a lot here before I accepted that I'd have to be patient to get across safely. And then all of that stuff doesn't change. In total, the moon exterior took about 14 minutes to complete, which is only a few minutes off the normal mode run in which I didn't even get hit, so I think I did pretty well, all things considered.